I started doing Zentangle. Oh, I heard about it a few years ago and just kind of piddled around on my own with the concept, not doing anything official. And then a gal in town started a little get together to see if anybody wanted to kind of learn. And so I went to that, and it's been a year ago, I guess. And I bought all these pens and dabbled with it a little bit until recently I thought, this is really fun. And it doesn't matter what anything looks like. This is just this isn't an official Zentangle as far as I know. This is, somebody just posted something like this it was a reel that I saved. And so I thought, I'm going to try to do this. And, mine looks totally different. And the people that post these are generally, very skilled at it. I am not. I'm just kind of playing around. But the thing that's really cool about Zentangle is it doesn't matter whether you're any good at it. It doesn't care. It's about the process, like anything else, like when I talk about art and how therapeutic it is, it's the same thing. This is just another expression of it. Excuse me. It's just another way to express yourself and to just be in the moment and not think about I almost colored in the one I didn't want. I can't talk and do this at the same time. Anyway, it's a really good way to just let go of some of your angst or give yourself some time to just think about things and just let all the stressful part of it come out in your pen or your paintbrush or your color crayon or whatever you choose to do. Do it. Just do it. Take the time. I got to get a different pen. I'm going to waste all of my number 1, which is the one I use the most. How about a 3? Just go play around. None of this matters, But what's really cool is this doesn't matter. But I have a collection I decided, what am I going to do with all these things? So I bought this little, you can see it. I bought this little photo album, and I decided I've done these on little 4x4 or 3x, I guess they're 3x3. And these were just some Zentangle patterns that I did. A couple of them I got online. I saw somebody do online, and I just practiced it. I love the way they turn out. It's so cool because it takes no skill, really. It's just concentration and focus, and it's so rewarding to look at this. And I look back and I think, wow, that looks really cool. And none of these lines are perfect at all. It's because that doesn't matter. This is the one I did at the class. Yeah, a year ago. It was like almost 2 years ago. It's January of 24. And then I got these colored pens. I haven't really played with them yet. I kind of like the black and white, but so you can play around with coloring them in. I like this one. It was, it looks so monotonous. Just Google these. Google Zentangle or Doodle art. And these are some I just saw on Facebook, just reels. These two, I really like that one. Anyway, it's so fun. I really encourage you to try it if you haven't. And so then I saw somebody else doing like bigger ones on a sketchbook, and I thought, I'm gonna get a sketchbook, and then they'll all be in. Now that I've bought those, I'll do it both ways. Plus, you can tear them out of this. This is just Strathmore sketchbook. It's 6 or 5.5 by 8.5. It's just a nice size, and I can, it's spiral bound, so I don't, not dealing with the book all the time. But anyway, it's really fun. So I'm going to just keep going, and I may talk, or I may not. Just so you can just watch, because sometimes it's really fun to watch. I'll probably speed it up, or I may split, cut some of this just for time. But anyway, it's really, really cool. I just find that I have I have come across and discovered and dabbled in so many different art forms over the course of my life, some of them without realizing it. Like at a workplace, in a work deal, just thinking about all the ways that I've been creative in my life, that I've expressed myself in an artistic way or a very creative way. I was surprised at how many things I've done, and I would encourage you to really take a moment and think about your accomplishments and the things that you've done that have been super creative without even really thinking about it. Just what did you solve some insane problem in your life, or fix something? And I mean, that's creative. That's just being creative. It's creativity in action, and we all have that. We all have that ability. You just have to recognize it. And then when you find the one that you really like, then just go for it. It's so satisfying. And and what's really stupid is I have to force myself to do this sometimes. And I'm thinking, why? This is so relaxing, and just gets me, I don't know. It just feels good. I don't know how else to say it, but I totally encourage you to give it some thought. Think about, get a coloring book. And, this is tedious. When you're watching it, you think, oh, God, that's so tedious. But that's the good thing about it. You can't, it's better if you don't rush. There's one gal, Outside the Lines, Linz. She does Zentangle. I've gotten some of these patterns from her. She has reels, and her thing is, there's no wrong way to do this. You can't make a mistake, and it's about the journey to the end of the tangle, and that was her, and the tangle is the reward. And at the end of the journey, or at the end of the tangle, I don't know, she said, she has a really cute way of saying it. And that's exactly how it is, You just enjoy the journey. That's what I say about my art. My abstract painting it's really about getting to the end. It's the journey that's where the joy is. And it's wonderful to do it and then get something that you love and be proud of, and it doesn't have to make anybody else happy, just you. So I say go for it. So I'm going to keep going, at least get this little column done. And it forces me to slow down. Because what I tend to do is when I'm looking, you can see where I was getting, the lines are getting a little wavier, which I don't care. That makes it more interesting. But I have a tendency to just, hurry up. I just want to get done. And I get really impatient with things like that. There's always this sense of urgency, like, I don't know why. What the hell else am I going to do? I'm probably, that's the whole point of this. So I have to really remind myself to just enjoy this. Take the time, and, so what if you mess up? It doesn't matter. But one of the things she always says in that Outside the Lines gal, pay attention to whether are you gripping the pen too tight? Are you clenching your jaw? Those kind of things. And that's one of the really cool things about it too. So I'm rambling, but I hope if you're still watching, I'll be amazed. But It doesn't matter to me. You know, it's there if you want it, but you don't have to have it. You can click off anytime. You can come fast forward to the end and see if I finish it. Now, no, I gotta continue the white spot. Almost there. Three isn't that much better than the one. I bought a set of pens, the Micron, what are they called? They're just Pigma. Anyway, they're really good. They're really nice pens. There's a set that has several different size tips. So it's been fun to play around with. They were like $20, I think. Something like that. And then there are these, oh God, I know the name of these. Anyway, they're for shading and stuff. They're cardboard kind of things. I want to say sommelier, but that's a wine connoisseur, whatever, expert. It's something like that. Yep, it is. Let's see, this is December 22nd. Only a couple more days till Christmas Eve. So we just, my friend and I and some other friends put on a little fundraiser for our local food bank last Saturday. It was a little Christmas thing, and she's part of a dance troupe. They do tap dance, and called Vintage Sass. And then our little theater company, we had some people sing. I sang 3 songs, and it was just a little musical offering. And we raised some money for the food bank and some donated food. So that was rewarding. It was fun. So it kind of got me in the holiday mood. Okay, got one more little thing to do here. This is just going to be this. There. Okay, you know what needs one more? The thing is with this is I can do it. I mean, I can do this any way I want. I don't have to do it. I could leave that empty and just do this, which I may, but I can do it however I want because there are no rules. So anyway, I hope you will give this a shot, and I will get this done. When I get it done, I will share that. All right. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I'm amazed. Have a great day. Here is the finished product. I added a little bit more shading since the last little snippet, but anyway, that's probably as good as it's going to get, but it's a relatively new attempt at this, so there you go. I hope you give it a try. Really, seriously, give it a try.